Your body keep controlling me, and I'm trying to get it popping like it's ecstasy. But your body should stay close to me. We gon' get it poppin', we gon' get it poppin' and soaking wet, fuck around. Got your girls, man, they all upset. Where you at? Where you at? Where you been spending time? Got a man, I always hit you up, but you not around. I be your not a man up. Hit you up on the phone, I'm head down to pick you up, baby girl, when you all alone. I wanna call you up, but I can't do that shit. Come over here, baby. You the one I'm rolling with. You the one I'm fooling with. I spend the hours, 1,000 flowers, and tuna fish. Baby girl, you the only one that I'm dealing with. I swear to God, the MC Hammer cut you too legit. And didn't know that you my mama, Mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Take you out to France, do it a little dance. Telling me that you love me, you posting it on the gram. And didn't know that you my mama, Mia. Baby girl, you picture perfect like the Mona Lisa. Friends, do it in the dance. Telling me that you love me, you posted it on the ground. Baby girl, I got plans for you. Better yet, I made plans for two. Take your time, let me admire you. And baby girl, we get it poppin' like we supposed to do. Stop from the stairs, and I promise I'm not.
Henry Costa, the voice of the voiceless, the masses hero, and chairman of the Council of Patriots, will arrive in Liberia on December 30 at 9:30 a.m. with a delegation of 15 persons from the United States of America. All supporters, sympathizers, and well-wishers of the Council of Patriots are expected to assemble at the Roberts International Airport to welcome Henry Costa.
Some will eat and drink with you.
Buses will be available at the Unity Party headquarters on Broad Street and the Total gas station at the Freeport of Monrovia as early as 7:30 a.m.
Only your friends know your secret.
Pickup points are from Broad Street through Topman Boulevard to MP gas station at the SKD, and from the Freeport of Monrovia through the Japan Freeway, through Red Light Duper Road, through Zubatown to Rehab in Painesville. Come out, all supporters and well-wishers of the Council of Patriots, to the Roberts International Airport on December 30 at 9:30 a.m. to welcome your hero, Henry Pedro Costa.
Consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, non-profits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas.
Chair, I've been waiting too long for the car business under the hustle.
Wow, you get wow. You hear about the app in Liberia called Minida right here?
Minida, what Minida got to do anything?
Minida is a ride-sharing app in Liberia that making transportation so easy. You can download the Minida app on your phone and be able to request bike, taxi, keke, big bus, small bus all around Liberia. And the good thing about it, every time you open Minida app, Minida will always provide you your pickup address. All you have to enter is your destination address. Destination address simply means where you are going.
So I need internet service?
Yeah, you get it. Of course, you need internet service. You have to be able to use your internet service and download Google Maps first. Secondly, you have to go into your phone settings and turn on your location. And then you download Minida app and begin to request ride all across Liberia. We're all fighting for a car and we're all standing long time on the road.
So how do I connect to drivers?
You get it very easy. The drivers will also sign up and follow the same instruction I'm telling you now. They would be able to turn on the location in the phone settings and download Google Maps and download Minida Driver app. And then the moment you make a request, the driver will be able to receive your ride request. And another good thing is Your family members and your friends from all around the world can be able to request ride for you in Liberia. You get.
So how do I pay?
You get. All you can pay with is your bank card, and you can pay with Lone Star or Orange Mobile Money.
Is that easy?
Yeah, that's how easy it is. You get.
So me now that transportation made easy. Oh, thank you, my brother. Let me go download my app, yeah. Hey, transportation made easy, oh.
For more information on how to download Minaida app and use Minaida app, you could go over to YouTube and search Minaida Liberia.
Pennsylvania residents, we got good news for you. Are you interested in boosting your career or moving to the next level? Reach out to us at Excellence Staffing and Global at 267-461-7460 and take advantage of our training services and become either a certified nursing assistant CNA or database administrator DBA. We have a team of experts that can prepare you for your next level. Register now or call 267-461-7460 and get a 25% discount with promo code ESG2022 for our certified nursing assistant training or our database administrator training. Registration ends on December 31, 2022. Training cost is absolutely affordable. It's Excellence Staffing and Global, powering workforce with excellence. Remember to call us now at 267-461-7460.
Are you in search of a credible, trustworthy, and professional real estate company? Well, your answer is yes. Realty Liberia Corporation is a solution to all your real estate needs. They provide real estate management, broker the sale or purchase of real properties, facilitate real property rental arrangements. They do property appraisals and title searches. Their effective and competent U.S. trained team boasts of over 30 years of experience working in the residential and commercial real estate space of America. They are a 100% Liberian-owned company located ideally on 4th Street Sinker in the Oregon compound. They can be reached on cell phone numbers +231-888-282-828 or 231-775-282-828. They are found on the internet at www.realtyliberia.com. Ladies and gentlemen, stop by today at their 4th Street Sinker office and tell them Henry Costa sent you.
Don't sleep.
When you talk durable, environmental friendly, and an all-weather surface smoothener, the only name that comes to mind is Zize Quality Paints. Zize Quality Paints come in all color and is produced in the USA. You don't have to worry anymore, because with Zize Quality Paints, you can change from oil to water-based paint with no damage to your wall or surface. And also, Zize Paint doesn't peel your wall. The good news is we can customize your paint based on your preference. Locate our offices in Police Academy Junction, RRA Highway, and our newly opened branch at LMC Junction, St. Paul Bridge, Bourgeois Island. For the first of its kind in Liberia, Zize Quality Group of Companies Incorporated introduces the Painter Referral Cash Commission. Professional painters can earn referral cash commission ranging from $5 United States dollars to $375 United States dollars when your client buy minimum total sale value greater than or equal to $200 United States dollars per transaction. This offer runs from September 5th, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. Interested professional painters can contact any of our Zize Quality Paint store locations. This is our way of appreciating our valued professional painters for their support and continuous commitment to doing business with us. The qualification is just simple. You must be a professional painter. Referral cash commission is based on per transaction and not on accumulated purchases. For more information, call phone numbers 0777 366 142 or 0555-386-177. Zize Quality Paints. Give your property a shine.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as 500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on the UN Drive at Sayotown, Bushra Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Good morning, welcome. Welcome to the program. We're very glad to be here. Today is the 20th day of December, 5 days to Christmas. It's a beautiful day. We hope you're all doing good. Just being alive is a good thing. Welcome, Bogai. What's up?
I'm okay, Costa. How you doing?
Doing good, my brother. Doing good. Doing good. So, what's going on? You opened the show today. What's going on?
Yeah. Okay. So, sorry we couldn't be here yesterday. Today is Tuesday. So, the president arrived in the country yesterday, and over the weekend, folks from the CPP hosted their retire rally. Those are the two talking points. The president came back heavily on those that went out for the rally over the weekend, and call some of them names, describe them that whenever somebody want to host a protest in the country or a rally, they should just let him know. He will send people there to feed them all the needs that they need.
Listen, Baga, the man contradicted himself. You can't say you don't got no trouble with people having rally because it's their democratic right. Then you come back to the country looking drunk, go to a church, and you start to attack them. Now, we didn't support the so-called entire sovereign rally, which was terribly poor, which we will discuss here independently. But for the president to say he respects the democratic rights of people to rally, why the hell should he then be criticizing and condemning them? Coming short man and this and that. It was just very childish and very foolish on the part of George Weah. That is the truth. And Baka, we never supported the so-called retired sovereign rally, which was a disaster. But to be insulting the people from a pulpit in a church It's unacceptable. So you, Mr. Weir, you are not able to speak to your people in a press conference. There are two things, George, we have proved yesterday. Every time we say it to you, some of you don't get it. If you want Weir to get mad at you and to respond to you, just criticize him directly and harshly or do a protest. However, if you see the protest like the ANC rally, Weir will still get mad at you. Now, the second thing we have proved yesterday, folks, I want you to pay keen attention to this. Weir has shown time and again that he is not the president of all Liberians, that he is the president of CDC. But guy, the man left the country for 48 days. Well, make that 50 days. Well, he spent 2 extra days or 3 days in Ghana. And the man returns to the country. Who does he meet first, Bogai? Seditions.
Seditions.
Who does he address? Seditions.
Seditions, yeah.
Who's cheering for him? Seditions. He doesn't see himself as the president of a republic, the republic of all 5 million of us. He sees himself as the president of seditions. And that is why he will not win a re-election. Because the seditions are not enough to re-elect George Weir. They were not enough to make him president in the first place. Don't forget now, in 2017, in the first round of the elections, Weir and Joe Howard Taylor combined, they showed their true strength. What is this true strength again, Bogai? 38% of the votes, Bogai.
Yeah.
38%. You got to remember these stats. They're very important, these numbers, these figures.
38%.
38%. That is what Weir and Joe Howard Taylor picked up in the first round. In every election, the votes you collect in the first round is your real strength. That's your real strength. The votes you get in a runoff, if there is a runoff, is not your real strength. The additional votes you get are people who make a compromise. You are the second choice, or you became their second choice in the second round. So your real strength is demonstrated in the first round. So Mr. Weir has significantly lost many of these seditions. Their eyes have opened. They now see what a failure he is. They now see what a bluff boy he is, what a playboy he is. They now see what a man he is that has no vision. They now see that everything about this man having a country at heart, that he's a fraud, that he knows absolutely nothing about governing, that he does not care about governing, that all he wants is the trappings of the presidency, the perks, the money, the private jet, the nice hotels, and the respectability that it gives him, the platform that it provides him to mingle and take selfies with Joe Biden. And those are the things he cares about, not about the country, not about the people. So a lot of seditions have abandoned George Weir. You know this. We have tons of them in our camp. Don't we, Bogai?
Yeah.
We do. But how many of our friends who were not seditions that you know have today become what? Seditions. How many of them? Bogai?
The greedy boys, that's all.
Except those foolish boys, handful of them, who themselves are not even committed to Weir, but are there only because. So yesterday, what Weir showed was immaturity. You can have all your problem with Ellis Cummings. Ellis Cummings is a Liberian. He has the right to stage a rally or a protest, whatever he calls it. But for you, as president of the republic, an irresponsible, good-for-nothing president at that, you abandoned the country for 50 days to go on a joyride, on a pleasure-seeking spree abroad at the poor people's expense, and you return to the country empty-handed. All your friends, Marabio is going back to Sierra Leone with hundreds of millions of dollars in MCC compact grant. Alassane Dramani Ouattara of Sierra Leone, of the Ivory Coast, is also returning with hundreds of millions of dollars. All those people are returning with US money. And what are you coming back with?
Selfies.
You come back with selfies. And then you put seditious out on the streets. A lot of those CDC people, they were giving people $20 US per person. Today, folks, the CDC that we knew is today paying people $20 US and putting them in buses to go to receive George Weah. The CDC that we knew, did they ever have to give anybody a bucket or a cup of water? Today, CDC can cook food and all at the headquarters. Do you know they have food there, black guy?
Yeah.
They have food at the headquarters. They give people $20 US, 20. CDC of all parties paying people 20 US today. What does that tell you? The people are demotivated. They know Weah is a fraudster. They know he does not care about them. So now today, to get them to come out, you have to pay them money. They were dishing out money yesterday, 20 US per person, giving them CDC ever use to print t-shirts, black guy?
No.
They used
Never.
the CDC of yesteryears. Did they ever print t-shirts to give to people? CDC did not have to print t-shirts. All they did was to give the command.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 5 p.m., assemble in your numbers, and you will see the masses coming out in their droves. What the ends we call mission ends.
Mission ends.
They're giving CDC money, 20 US per person, 20 US per person. You know how many people on the live video can attest to this fact? They were paying people to go receive George Weah. This is not the CDC we knew, because CDC is dead. That's why we whipped them in Monserrate County in 2019, and then we whipped them again in 2020. And the margin was 85,000 votes between Thomas Fowler and Darius DeLong. George Weah is done. That is why every single candidate whose hand George Weah raised in a by-election or the Senate election, what happened to that candidate?
They were defeated.
They were defeated, humiliated, and defeated. So, the man is irresponsible. You came back to the country after 50 days abroad, came back empty-handed, and all you do is to put your mouth on Alice Cummings, calling him short man, making mockery of him. Those are not things for you to do. You are the president of the republic. You are supposed to be above making mockery of people. You're an irresponsible man. You are a shameless man. How the hell you gonna go abroad for 50 days? Return to the country with your hands swinging, as the old people can say, your hands swinging by your side. And you come back, you go to a church. You know, I want to say something to Bishop Isaac Winker. Bishop, you are a man of God. I beg you, in the name of God, when that man comes back from abroad, yes, he's the president of the republic. You can't turn him away. And besides that, you as a bishop, a man of God, you shouldn't turn anybody away from your church. But Bishop, that church is a church of God for all people. Bishop, you yourself as the head of that church, you do not allow yourself, do not preach that way in that church. Say what you may about Bishop Isaac Winker, he's a man of God. He himself does not even preach that way in that church.
No, but Costa, the man is a man of God. The man is receiving money from the government. The man is on the board.
I'm not going to say that. But what
the man is on the board of the JFK receiving $5,000 per month.
Yeah, but Baka, but listen, Baka, I'm not even going to go into that. He's on the board, yes. But Baka, here's what I'm going to say. Bishop, you're a man of God. This man cannot come and use your sacred place of worship, the church of God, to hurl insults at other Liberians. Let him do it in that fucking club place, because that place is not a church. But Bishop, not in your church. That church is the temple of God. Do not let George Weah commit a sacrilegious act of attacking his political enemies in your church from your pulpit. Bishop, I beg you, I beseech you, in the name of God, do not allow that to happen again. I watched yesterday, not the entire thing, because the boy was just rambling on. The boy looked as though he had just drunken a whole bottle of Hennessy XO on the plane before he landed.
Yeah.
He was sweating profusely and gibberish was just spewing out of his mouth. Bishop Isaac Winker, I beg you in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, do not let that son of a swine stand ever again in your church to attack people. He wants to attack people, let him go to a church. Or to that stupid thing he calls a church. Because it is not a church. God does not live in that place. That is a political pulpit where he stands on and speaks nonsense. This man suffers from a chronic case of inferiority complex. He is not able to stand up to the Liberian people at a press conference and speak to us. He can't do it. The Salaman's one can't do it. He's too afraid. He feels inferior. But you know where he can do it? He can do it from a pulpit. I don't know what it is with him and pulpits. I don't know, Bogai. What's with George Weah and pulpits? Pulpits gave him confidence to talk nonsense.
Absolutely.
Pulpits gave George Weah confidence to talk nonsense. Say what you may about Cummings, we got our own issue with him, but George Weah, you are a servant of Ellis Cummings. You serve Cummings as the president of his country. To come back from abroad, your mom say you got problem with protest. Then you stand up there in the church and you attack Ellis Cummings. You attack Liberian citizens because they exercise the democratic right.
Yeah.
Then you turn around, you say, you told Joe Biden that you are committed to this and that. You know, Bagay, he called me a few days ago. The Saturday he called me. George Weah. And he was talking about how he was concerned about Ellis Cummings bodyguard carrying gun to the protest, and how he told President Joe Biden that he is committed to organizing democratic elections in the country. That's what he told me. President Weah, we spoke for almost 4 minutes. I don't know why he wanted to tell me that, but he called me. I'm telling you.
But no,
but listen, I am able to still come here. He can call me as many times as he likes. If I have the time, I will talk to him. But I will still come here and I will still tell him exactly how I feel about how he is conducting himself. I will still come here and tell him about how he's conducting himself, because the way he conducted himself yesterday was very, very terrible. And that man seemed very drunk. Yesterday. Yeah, the man called me on Saturday. How you were concerned about the gun, the man carrying gun to the protest, and how he assured President Biden that the elections would be free and fair, and that how he said, Kosa, you know, other elections we participated in the past, and they were not favorable to us, but we never tried to. We accepted it, and so we are committed to ensuring that there will be free and fair elections. I said, very good. I'm glad you told President Biden that. He told me, that's what he told President Biden in the meeting. You remember the meeting Biden had with the 6 African countries that are having elections? He told me he assured President Biden that the election will be free and fair. I said, very good. Very, very good. I'm glad that you told President Biden that. He said, it is Joe Biden. He said, I told His Excellency Joseph Biden. You know, nobody really calls Joe Biden Joseph Biden. but he said, I told His Excellency Joseph Biden. And you know, when he said that to me, I said, so Joe Biden really dealt with the guy and said, look, those elections that are coming in your respective countries, you better make sure those elections are credible. So he said he assured Joe Biden. He told me that. And I was pleased to hear that. Then he goes back to the country, Bwakai. And then what does he do? He starts to attack Liberian citizens. Huh? He starts to attack, yeah, my brother talking about Ralph Brown, my man, yeah, what's the thing? The man called with that. I will can't tell you what we're talking about. Because me and Joe, I ain't got no secret talk. You know what I mean?
So the president too, he scored some points. He was like referring to those that organized the protests, those that were in government before.
It is that right. It is that right to organize any number of protests. Then he said protest will break country down. Listen, he said, when y'all got issue, y'all wait until the ballot box. How can you say you respect the democratic right? Then you turn around, you say protest, too many protests will break the country down. All the protests CDC did they break the country down?
He says it's harming the ordinary Liberians.
How is it harming the ordinary Liberians? Is that your business, Joia? Are you the one going to the protest? Did anybody get killed at a protest? How is it harming the ordinary Liberians? It is not your business. You can't say on one hand, it is the people's right to organize protests. Then on the other hand, then you turn around, you say the people want to break the country down. You know what breaking the country down? That your uselessness breaking the country down. When you take $1.5 million and abandon the country for 2 months, that was breaking the country down. You know what breaking the country down? That your corruption breaking the country down. Flying private jet, wasting our money when people are suffering, that was breaking the country down. You know what breaking the country down? Your lack of leadership, that was breaking the country down. Talking about too much protest breaking the country down. Too much country breaking the country down. What kind of nonsense talk is that? You already not break the country down? Well, brother, does he not know that he has already broken the country down?
Up to now, he haven't realized that, Costa.
Then he telling the people, say, listen, then he telling the people, say, when y'all get issue, y'all go to the ballot box to fix the issue. Who are you to tell us when it is our constitutional right under Article 17 to protest? Then you want to tell the Liberian Post when they can exercise it, y'all go to the ballot box if you got issue with us. They have the right to protest any day, anytime.
Probably he's looking at the message it will be sending out there also, Costa, because
if not a business, then serve the people well. If you do not want people to protest against you, then do the right things. You don't want to do the right things, then you want to complain about people exercising the democratic right to protest. It is their right to protest. Then you won't blame them that they will break the country down. You are breaking the country down. In 5 years, what have you done? You promised the Bali Island city is a lie. You promised the what? Brother, let's go. What are the things you promised? Your wife promised a hair factory from China. It is a lie. That's true. Teachers. You promised the 6,000 teachers from Nigeria. That's 3. It's a lie. It has not happened. $500 million was Igbo map. It never happened. That's 4. Another $400 something million from Eton. It never happened. That's 5. You promised that the Costa Highway. The Coastal Highway now happened. That's 6. What else did he promise? Let's go. You know how many things you promised never happened? The plane. You said there will be a Liberia airline. It never happened. That's 7. Let's go. Let's name them. You want to talk about the things you promised? You promised that you would create 200,000 jobs every year. It never happened. That's 8. Yeah. What else?
The overhead bridge. The overhead bridge.
The overhead bridge. It never happened. That's 8. I mean, that's 9. The overhead bridge, that's 9. It never happened. The resource swap. Thank you, my brother Casa. The resource swap. It never happened. That's 10. You say you will build stadium in each county. That's 11. It never happened. That's 11 things you promised. It never happened. You built 15 stadiums across the 15 counties. It never happened. 11 tangible promises you made. None of them have happened. You won't break the country down. That Ellis coming in with a Fisile rally that won't break the country down. This man is a disappointment. Got lots of disappointment. That is what you are. You got to pay people to go to you to receive you. Now you jaw man and we are. Joe, we used to be a human magnet. John Mannen, we are only needed to walk on the street and people will be running behind him. He used to be a human magnet. But today, John, we are people need to pay people $20 US per person to go to the airport to receive him. The John, we knew that he here today, they got to get people's t-shirt. They printed thousands and thousands of t-shirts, but they hardly used half of those t-shirts. They never have people to wear them. So you know what they can do? Their party headquarters has become small. You see, that's one trick you people don't realize. CDC has built a lot of things in that compound. So the field has shrunk in size. It no longer holds the same amount of people it used to hold. So what CDC does is this. When they're having a rally and they know the human being are plenty, they can just gather the people in front of the stage. That's the strategy, Baka. Have you not noticed it?
I have noticed. They
will gather the 2,000-3,000 people they got there. They will gather them right in front of the stage. And then when they are taking picture or doing video, they will tilt the camera or they will adjust the camera in such a way that it only captures the crowd in front of the stage. That's what they do. They never show the entire place. They never show the entire place. And besides, the place is not the same size anymore at all. Then you hear talking about people. Now let's go to the ANC people. I want to say this. I want to start with the organizers of the so-called attire talking. According to what I'm told, this whole attire talking rally/protest was not Ellis Cummins' idea. It was proposed by the people, Louis Brown, and those guys, to eat money. They say Cummins cheap, very cheap. That's what they say. We hear that all. But I will tell you, and the book can come in the house today, say what is happening there. You're not living in the house. You don't know what kind of soup they can cook there. But when people come in there and tell you that, how you know, right?
Yeah.
They say Cummins is very cheap. So what the supporters, what the people close to Cummins do, you have to find a way to eat his money. So you got to find something, some kind of project. Even if it doesn't make sense, just bring a project to Cummins. Cummins is a project man. You know, he works in corporate America now. So Louis Brown and Saddam for long, they came up with the idea of a protest. And they told Cummins that if the protest will make will increase your momentum. Now, you don't have traction. Our traction is not really picking up steam, and it's not looking good for us. So let's stage a protest. We know what protests can do. We know what it did for Costa and what it did for DeLong and what it did for, we know. So let's do a protest. Cummins saw the logic in it because Cummins saw what the June 7th protest did, what the January 6th protest did. Cummins said, fine. Those boys made a budget. I'm told the protest budget was almost $200,000 US. Almost $200,000 US. Now, the $70,000 that was given 2 days to the protest, that $70,000 was it was, I think, the second or third installment of the funds. That installment was to go towards the buses, paying people as well, because they plan to pay some people. But the money for t-shirts, for mobilization, for all of those things had already been given previously. So Cummins had spent already about $100,000. Cummins had already spent about $100,000 before the $70,000. Because they told him, we got to do mobilization. We got to go all over the place. We got to do that. We got to do. I mean, you saw some of them passing around, right, Baka? You saw some of them passing around. So according to insider sources from the ANC, Cummins spent almost $200,000 US. But Baka, if 2 days before the protest, now fellow Liberians, if this doesn't make sense to you, just listen to this keenly and tell me why it doesn't make sense to you. 2 days before the protest, Cummins disbursed $70,000 US. 2 days before the protest. Now, that money was not to do mobilization. That money was simply to rent buses and pay some people and buy water and do this and do that. So imagine what he had already spent weeks before. If 2 days before the protest, he disbursed $70,000 US. Imagine what he had already spent weeks before. Just imagine. You do the math. They told Ellis Cummins that the protest would boost his momentum. The protest would give him traction. The protest would increase his appeal. The protest will make him seem radical, and you know the people will like a radical person. You see what the protest did for people here. You see what Costa they are today. You see what the other person is today. That protest. So let's do the protest. That's what they told Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings too. He agreed. Mr. Cummings released the funds, and no boys bathed in the money. Oh, Louis Brown then bathed in the money. Martin
So Costa, the Louis Brown, the Josh Warner, was it? Is it Josh Warner or Josh Wisner, and Martin Kula? You know, those guys are taking everything away from the guys that have been with the ANC for a very long time. So now, from an inside source, since the guys got to know about fund being disbursed by Mr. Cummings to these guys, it have brought a lot of misunderstanding within the party. Because if they
why you don't, sorry, let me just throw this in while you're speaking. Why we don't have a Costa store anymore?
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
The Cummings people, the ANC people are not happy. Go ahead.
A man like Elisha Store and other folks, they are disenchanted because they worry aware of such money being disbursed. They worry aware of such money often be given to Louis Brown, Martin Kula, and George Wisner. You understand? So now, if that information were to come out, they could have managed that information up until after their program, before the information coming out. But they've been disenchanted. That's what that was the problem. The message came out. That was what the information came out. So the Alosha Store and other folks within the ANC or the CPP, they are disenchanted. They are feeling that Cummings don't have that time anymore. Cummings is now focused on Louis Brown. I have the big mouth and shouting all around here. The George Wisner that is talking blah blah blah. Then the Manticula. But for Eastern, should 70K or any money getting missing from a man like Martin Kula be a surprise to you? No, it shouldn't be a surprise to you and I, because Martin Kula is somehow attached to Musa ability, and you know what I'm speaking from. So Martin Kula 70K getting missing is now a surprise to me. It's not strange because his political godfather Musa ability is somebody like, you know, into the scene up and down when it comes to financial issues. So that's my point.
That's true. That's very, very true. Now, let me say this to you. So somebody told me, very credible person, that it was Musa Belete who recruited Louis Brown. See, my man, they play a chopping. You can't eat your own money. He brought Louis Brown. In fact, Louis Brown's brother, Bobby Brown, who used to be deputy managing director for operations at LPRC, you know who he is? He works for Musa Ability. Louis Brown's brother, Bobby Brown, works for Musa Ability. Musa Ability recruited Louis Brown to Cummings. So, but let's forget the money. Let's look at the impact of the so-called rally. It was terrible. You know, the thing about protest, let me tell you something, you're Liberian people. Like, Liberian people don't like protest. They don't believe in protest. They are not a protest people. Liberian people are used to suffering, and they can say, you let wait. Election coming. You let just wait. You let just election coming. The Liberian people are not protest people. To get them to protest, it's easier to get them to attend your political rallies. It's easier to get them to come out in their thousands for free t-shirts and all of that than to get them to protest. They don't believe in protest. It's not part of the Liberian psychology. Now, when you call a protest, you better trust yourself, because you are putting so much on the line. Because when that protest fails in terms of the turnout, as it did with the ANC protest, it embarrasses you. It is very embarrassing. So you see, it's like Russia and Ukraine. Everybody thought Russia was so militarily sophisticated that it would just obliterate and overrun Ukraine overnight. How long has that war been raging on now? Many, many months. Russia cannot overpower Ukraine. Sometimes you only make a threat. When you don't trust yourself, do not execute that threat. That is what Cummins did. You should not have executed that threat because you don't have it in you to command the crowd. You see the Liberian people? Let me tell you something. The Liberian people are hell of a people. They only come behind you to do protests when they believe in you. They all know the issues. Who told you Liberian people don't know that they are suffering? The woman who can read and write knows that she's suffering. She knows prices gone up, the food there, to pay the children's school fee and they know all of these things. But let me tell you something. But to get them to come out to protest about these things that you don't want them to believe in before they come. Now, they know the issues, but to get them to come out to protest against the issues or about the issues, they have to believe in you first. Liberian people, they are all about elect the man. That man, I'm a man. Pedro, that man, I'm a man. Look, that is how they are. You can talk all the issue to them. A Liberian man, a woman, when woman let you walk out, you're not even gonna give her swim more. She will say, yeah, I agree. Let's be together. But a woman not let you. You can talk all the sweet more. It will not have any effect on her. That is how Liberian people are. When they don't like you, when they don't see you as in that way, you can never get them to come out to do so you need to be careful as a politician to call a protest. Protest hard, my people. To do protest is not easy, it's hard. So don't call protest again, Ellis Cummings. You embarrassed yourself. All that money you spent, you got what, 1,000 or 2,000 people to come out? You, Ellis Cummings? You don't do that. You don't do that. Next time, don't put your hand in protest business. The people tell you, oh yeah, that protest made the other people then strong. That protest made Costa them very popular. Protest helped, but protest not the only thing. But before the Liberian people came out, we did a whole lot of work over the years. They believe in us. Liberian men like to protest. They don't like to protest. So next time, don't put your hand in protest. Yeah, Cummings, it is not for you. I remember on June 7th, Cummings came to speak. We get him at the microphone. Cummings nearly put the crowd to sleep. He nearly put the people to sleep. I thank God his speech was very short. His speech was very short because Cummings speaking, the people want to fall asleep. The man is boring. Ellis Cummings is very boring. So, my brother Cummings, don't put your hand in protest, Benny. You got to be radical. You got to be popular. The people got to let you business before they will come out to protest. They may vote for you, but they will not come to protest when you call them. That's two different things. Don't think, even some of the people who are your supporters will not come out to protest. So next time when they tell you, let's do a protest, do not give them your money because you do not have it in you to call people out to protest.
Yeah.
It's just not you, Ellis Cummings. It does not suit you. The people will not follow you. That's my advice to Ellis Cummings. And be careful with Louis Brown. Be careful with Louis Brown. Louis Brown is a hustler. If George Weah had appointed Louis Brown as ambassador to Japan, Louis Brown would not be in your position. The moment Blamont Nelson was appointed to that position instead of Louis Brown, that is when Louis Brown became an opposition. Yeah. Blamont Nelson is ambassador to Japan today. That's the job Louis Brown wanted. He waited until the job was given out. He went and sat down with McGill. He talked to McGill then several times. He wanted the job. The moment Joe Weah gave it to what a man named Blamont Nelson, Louis Brown started writing articles. He started with open letter to the president. Those long letters. That's how Luz Van started. He started writing those long letters. And the next thing you knew, Musa Belete recruited him. Musa Belete recruited him to come. My man, let can go here. Say you get a job to Japan. Let go chop. They man they call commies. Let go there. That's how Louis Brown came to the commies camp. So my advice to you, be careful with them. Now let's go on to something else here. So Argentina won the World Cup. The World Cup final, I didn't watch the game. I was actually driving somewhere out of town. And so I couldn't watch the game, but I followed. And later on, I saw some highlights of the game. It was one of the most beautiful football matches ever played. The World Cup final between Argentina and France. Now, I rooted for France. I wanted France to win. There are a couple of reasons why I wanted France to win. Number one, because I like Kylian Mbappe. This kid is phenomenal. He's going to be the next Ronaldo or Messi, or he's phenomenal. 23 years old. He played his first World Cup in 2018, which France won. And this was his second. And the kid was just phenomenal. He scored, the first person to score a hat trick in a World Cup game. The first person to score 3 goals in a World Cup game. He's also the first to score the most goals in a World Cup. 7 goals in total, Mbappe scored in the World Cup. Mbappe is phenomenal. His father is from Cameroon. There's a story that Mbappe's father wanted him to play for the Cameroon national team. And the father went and approached the Cameroonian football authority folks, and they told him that he needed to pay a bribe in order for his son to play for Cameroon. Yeah, I think he scored 8, right? Was it 7 goals he scored in total, or 8 goals? Mbappe scored 8 goals in total in the World Cup. So that's how Mbappe started playing for Cameroon. Now, for France. Messi. Yes, I may not follow football very closely, but unlike most of you football fans, I don't understand you. Do I appreciate Messi as a phenomenal player? Messi is naturally talented. He's a better player than Ronaldo. That's what I think. Messi is a naturally talented player. Phenomenal player. Ronaldo is extremely hardworking. Ronaldo is not as talented naturally as Messi, but Ronaldo works extremely hard. That's what I think. Messi, for him, is a gift. Ronaldo has talent, but it's not a gift, but he works very hard on his talent, and that is why Ronaldo is as good as he is. Now, unlike you will be arguing, oh, Messi is bad. Just because you love Messi does not mean you should put Ronaldo down, and just because you love Ronaldo does not mean you should put Messi down. The both of them are extremely talented players, but Messi is naturally gifted, and Ronaldo is extremely talented. Now, and works extremely hard. What has winning the World Cup done for Messi in their arch rivalry? Well, this rivalry is mostly between the fans, among the fans.
Yeah.
Messi is today in a position that you cannot dispute. He is greater than Ronaldo. He's won something that Ronaldo has not won.
Mm-hmm.
World Cup. The one thing Messi wanted more than anything else, which is equally the same way Ronaldo wants it, is to win the World Cup. Unfortunately, Ronaldo will never win the World Cup. 4 years from now, Ronaldo and Messi will be retired from international competition. They will not play for their respective national teams. But Messi has that on Ronaldo. He won the World Cup with Argentina. The last time Argentina won the World Cup was 36 years ago. I believe with Diego Maradona. So, Messi is extraordinary. So is Ronaldo. But Messi is a little bit more extraordinary than Ronaldo. That is the fact of the matter. Now, the argument as to who is the greatest of all time, the argument is moot. King Pelé is the greatest of all time. The things King Pelé did in football and the age at which he did them, not even Messi has come close. Messi is great, Ronaldo is great, but the greatest of all time is Pelé. After Pelé is Messi. After Messi is Ronaldo. After Ronaldo, Zidane. After Zidane, who you think should come fifth or fourth? Now, I'm not a football fan, but just a little, I follow the game and all of that. This is my own ranking. King Pelé comes first. Messi comes second. Ronaldo comes third. Zidane comes fourth. And fifth place, we're going to give it to Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will come fifth place.
Kimpele won 7 Ballon. Messi have won 7 Ballon d'Or.
But it's not just Ballon d'Or. Ronaldo, Pele won several, and the age that Ronaldo did these things, the age, of course, you got to add Maradona. Maradona has to come. Diego Maradona has to come to that on that list. Yeah, so, Maradona was extraordinary. He was extraordinary. He has to be right up there too. Yes, I agree. Diego was fantastic. What? Diego
so for me, I would say Messi is the greatest of all time because you winning 7 Ballon d'Or, winning a World Cup, winning all.
Yeah, but do you know how many World Cup Pele won? How many did Pele win? 3, I believe. Pele won 3. And Pele did something too. In 1958 and 1962, back to back with Brazil. Pele won 3 World Cups again. 1958 and 1962. My man, the World Cup is the pinnacle of your career, begin. Do you know why it still hangs over George Weah? He never went to the World Cup. To win a World Cup, that's small thing. Pele, Brazil won. You know what I call it? Jinga? Boga. Do you know what I call it? Jinga. That's Brazil's style of play. Y'all don't get me started with football. I'm not a football fan, but I have followed it a little bit. The Jinga is the style of play that was perfected by Pele. Brazil won the World Cup back to back, 1958 and 1962. Off the back of Pele, he introduced Jinga. What? They think, my man, they think Messi not doing today, Pele not do all. Everything Messi is doing today, Ronaldo is doing today, Diego Maradona is doing today, Pele did all. 3 World Cups. He was 17 years old. 17 years old. Go watch. Pele brought the Jinga. The Jinga is a traditional Brazilian dance, sort of, and they adapted some techniques and brought it into football. It's like dance and martial arts. They introduced the football. Pele brought that. I beg you, yeah. Don't compare Pele with Messi. Messi said, he said, don't even do that. To win the World Cup is the highest. It is the highest, the pinnacle. And yes, there was no Ballon d'Or set. Thank you, yeah, my friend. There was no Ballon d'Or the time Pele was playing. The Ballon d'Or came out later on. The Ballon d'Or came out way later on. Later on. That's when the Ballon d'Or came. If there was Ballon d'Or, when Pele was playing, Pele would have won 10. Pele would have won 10 Ballon d'Or. So don't go there with Pele, my begin. There's a movie I want you to watch, The Life of Pele. Go see Pele playing using the Jenga. Go see that game. Go see games. Go see Pele playing football. Pele is the greatest of all time. Messi is the second greatest of all time. Ronaldo is the third. The fourth greatest of all time will go to Zidane or we'll say Diego Maradona. One of them. By the way, let's go to the phone lines and take some calls there. So how many more days from now we'll be in Liberia? Next week, Friday, we will be in Liberia. Next week, Friday. We're excited. The people are excited. I can see the momentum, the jubilation. It is going to be phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let's go to the lines and take some calls. But hey, that World Cup final was an extremely beautiful game. It was everything a final should be and more. It was extraordinary. They did everything. They played 90 minutes. They went extra time. They did penalty shootout. It was everything. The World Cup was extraordinary.
It haven't rated the best World Cup final ever in the history of
yes, of course, I would agree. The best World Cup final game ever. It was extraordinary. Extraordinarily beautiful game. Let's go to the thing and take some calls there.
Okay, folks. So we talk about the return of George Manen Weah to Liberia. We talk about the Cummins protests, the Cummins rallies, and whatsoever it is. We dip into a little bit of football. So, what do you make of the discussion? What's your talking point? What you want to talk about? Cause 077-012-102-86-010383, 555-102-102. You know, when our president leave the country and go out there, he will talk about reconciliation. But once he hit the country and he become divisive, he only there for seditions. When he out, he's there for Liberia. But when he come back in, he's there for sedition. So what do you make of that? 077-012-102-86, 010383, 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is.
And that's another point. Pele never played in Europe. His entire career was in South America. And he lifted 3 World Cups, something that no other footballer has done. And the age at which he did it. Pele is the grandmaster. All the boys learn from him. He's the fountain.
Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name is joining us from.
Listen, and me saying Pele is the greatest player of all time has nothing to do with the fact that my father was born in Brazil and I have Brazilian blood in me. It's got nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing to do with my Brazilian genealogy. So it's just the fact. Pele is who he is. And by the way, he's very old now. He's 82 years old. I read last night, I don't know how true it is, and I'm sending him prayers that he is very sick. I think he's just been taken to hospice care. So Pele is not doing very well health-wise right now. Let's go to the lines and take some calls there.
All right, so we stay anticipating your calls. 077-012-102, 886-010-383, 555-102-102. Those in the diaspora can call on our WhatsApp number +231.
Yes, let's hear you. What do you make of George Weah's comments when he returned? What do you make of the World Cup final? Who do you think the GOAT is, the real GOAT?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name is joining us from.
This is Dominic Colley, and I'm calling you from Mount Barclay.
Welcome. You're live. Go ahead.
Oh?
Hello.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Costa Show?
This is the Costa Show. Go ahead. You are live.
Okay. This is Dominic Colley, and I'm calling from Mount Barclay.
Okay.
Okay. Costa, the name you call of the greatest players.
I I don't know what's happening to the line there. 077. Let's take this other person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep, your name is joining us from.
Well, I'm Pastor Mayonga. I'm calling from 26.
Okay, welcome, Pastor.
Yeah, I want to thank you so much for the show today. I want to honor God, even for our president coming back to Liberia. Yeah, I also want to thank God for this show. God bless you and have a good day.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's come back to the WhatsApp number and take this caller here. Okay, we're trying to get this person on from this end.
King Pele.
Good morning.
Good morning, Walker and Costa.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Prince Walker calling from the US. Listen to the president's speech. I listen to the president's speech. Not anything extra. He always when he retain, he throw jobs. So, but quickly, let's get to soccer. I think Costa need to do more research on soccer because they got a real Ronaldo from Brazil. They got other guys there that they were in soccer. But Messi is a great player. No, you can't dispute that. And when you come to all or the walk-off final was extraordinary. That's part. But USA 94 too was a great walk-off final too. If you go to the trace, and then if I penalty Brazil again or Italy. But all Perez is great. And Messi, and then they get a real Ronaldo that did phenomenal. When you see that at the age of 17, he won a Ballon d'Or. So Ronaldo, the real Ronaldo, so he got to put in the first three. Thank you for the program.
Thank you so much. Now take this other person on this line. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Welcome, Kemoka.
This is Kemoka. I come from Johnson Street.
Welcome.
I want to say good morning to Costa as well.
Good morning.
Well, Costa, I just want to appreciate you for the fascinating discussion, Yeah, everything has been interesting so far, Costa, it can take me the courage to ask. Costa, I think my CC is on you, honestly. Yeah. No, honestly, my CC is on you, Costa. The economy is tight, So, my CC is on you. Mr. Costa, honestly, George Weah, that's what I said the other time on the show. George Weah has been doing things. Therefore, the country to go into chaos. He has done this repeatedly. Each time he comes on out of the country, he makes a regular statement, statement has the propensity to cause chaos. So I think Labrador should take cue from George Weah's leadership, ability, the style of the leadership, and changing 2023. Thank for the time, brother.
Thank you so much for calling in. Let's take Noah Zhao Gibson on this line. Noah, good morning, welcome.
Hello.
Good morning, Noah.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, welcome.
Yes, Wakai, I want to say Merry Christmas to our incoming Senator Pedro. This is Noah Zhao Gibson here. Look, two things I just want to talk on. I didn't call to waste my time on We Are Nonsense because I know he's going to be badly beaten by us. So I'm not going to waste my time. And so Costa will start the ball rolling when he arrives in Monrovia on the 30th. But the point I want to make, let me start with the soccer before I make my second point. Costa, you get it right. You got it right. Pele is a world greatest player. The reason that Pele is a world greatest player, which he didn't touch on, is Pele won a World Cup 3 times with Brazil. He won a World Cup 3 times with Brazil, besides the 1958 and 1962. And Pele scored more than 1,000 goals during his time. And as he rightly put it, he did not play in Europe. So, like someone spoke of, Sacamon of Brazil, the other Ronaldo that he called Sacamon. The last time Brazil won the World Cup, it was when Sacamon was captain when Korea and Japan hosted in 2002. That was 20 years ago. So you are right, Pele is the greatest. But now let's come to your arrival. Look, Pedro, that voice message I sent you. You need to respond to it. It's not a small pressure I'm on here. I'm
really already. Noah.
the thing you joking with, you will shut this stand down.
No, he responded already.
You will shut this stand down. The thing you joking with here, the thing that coming here December 30th. Let us sit down and think that crowd is who yesterday. The thing that happening here, I'm telling you something serious. From 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm leaving my house next week Friday. So right now, as I'm speaking to you, people are hammering me for t-shirts. I'm being harassed. I'm telling you, every day, sometimes I have to change my house rule. I'm real. I'm not taking story to God Himself. Your momentum is hitting the sun. Yeah, rather imagine if I hit the land. One way to I don't let you. We get always fear on. I don't want to call their name. The guy, one of the biggest talk show in the country. They confess and all that your arrival will be a very dangerous move for the CDC.
Okay.
Can you imagine that your opponent and talking so?
All right. Thank you, Noah. Let's take this other person.
Good morning. Tell Noah I responded.
Good morning.
All
right.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Calvin Beamer. I guess I'm on the Costa Show.
Yeah, you're live. Go ahead, bro. 1 minute.
I'm one of the followers and admirers of Henry Costa. But today I will not agree on what he said. Because just as he said, he believed that Pelé is the greatest. For me, I also believe that Lionel Messi is the greatest player of all time. It will take the next 500 plus years for somebody to come break Lionel Messi record. Thank you.
That's true, Costa.
Tell away God send Messi, God can send somebody else to do greater. Let me tell you something.
To win 7 Ballon d'Or, not small thing.
But I agree. But if they had Ballon d'Or for Pelé then to win, and Pelé, well, if Pelé were playing in, no, I don't think Mbappe can do what Pelé did. I mean, what Messi did. Mbappe is great. Mbappe is more like Ronaldo, right? But his playing style, he got his speed, he got the ferocity.
Yeah.
He's more like Ronaldo. Messi is a player in his own league. Messi is more like Diego Maradona and Pelé. The skill. I mean, they are just super football genius. That's what Messi has. Messi is in a different league. But it's that you are competing against somebody who has a gift and you have a talent. Gift and talent, my man. My man. It's hard to compete against somebody who has a gift and you just have a talent. That's what it is. Messi and Pelé, they are in that same league with Diego Maradona. They're in that same league. Yeah. But, you know, Mbappe will be great. But it will take a long time before we see another Messi. Trust me. It will take another long time. But hey, those of you who are talking, like my brother John J. Peter said, go and watch Pelé highlights. Baka, there's a movie. I don't think you watched that movie. Let me find the name of the movie and recommend it to all of you. You want to appreciate Pelé? Watch this Pelé movie. Baka, I watched that movie begin. It's called The Birth of a Legend. Pelé. Go watch that movie. Watch that movie, The Birth of a Legend, and see what that boy did with football.
All right, let's take this particular person in line. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name where you calling from? Fako.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Welcome.
Morning,
Yeah,
Fako.
good morning to my friend Joel Costa.
Morning.
This is Fako Contestant, chairman. Thank God to him for work. Costa, you see, the computer of Mr. Edison Kumi. I speak on the Christian platform, I call pitying the people. I call pitying them for Joseph Nima Baga. I call pitying them. They see people are funny. Today, Mr. Kumi and Mr. Benedict, the travel pays used by, it will use by, and use by no today that the people solve it. Some people, they have a church or council who bring them after winter. You know, coffee, man, he take a lot of people they call leader for job here. He took a paper and tell the president, you went for 40 more days, you have your people in Hong Kong. You cannot thank you. Nothing to tell the people. You can't abuse the Liberian people. President, you should have lived there now.
Paco, the man said the rest price have to go up because he want for all Liberians to afford the rest. Because if the rest price don't go up, Liberian would afford it.
Don't, but I think it's over. We cannot be the president. They think about nothing, 7 now they run around. You can't, you went for them all day. You left the country. You come up here and thank you. Now you like you cannot get credit. To pay people important all in my community, there's 17 days they 15 country to pay people, no people. But hopefully no one. No, there's an opposition, I don't care with the care. So that the next person for them report, I can do Burger.
All right.
Confidence and a paper.
Thank you so much. Let's take Chipo Jenekai.
You are quite correct.
To the Costa Show. Seka Chipo, good morning. 1 minute.
Bwakai, good morning. Good morning to our hero all the way in the US. For the public, I am the religious advisor to the Costa Show. I call from Banansville. You know, our hero, I appreciate you for the way you put it. The appearance of Bekugwe on the pulpit. Look, Bekugwe, I want to say this to you shortly, and people listening to me because this is one of the biggest platforms in this country. I have to myself yesterday, but if you continue to go to the church to use words on the pulpit that is meant to preach the gospel and for people to be one unto Christ, to manipulate the church and make the church a tenant to go down poor. Because I observed this from the day he started going to the church making statements. You think there are people in that church that are happy? You know how that church was built? You keeping these people away from the church, and then you always go there. The next time I'm going to take the microphone, I'll go on newspaper. I'm going to start with say, my brother, this is the church of God. Okay. Thank you for affording me the time.
Thank you so much, Seka Chipo.
Thank you, my brother.
That's the only place they make and talk to the Liberian people. Nowhere else.
If the president comes down, you would think he would call a press conference to address the nation and make a report to the nation about what he accomplished from his trip. This expensive, long trip that he brought nothing from. He
nothing.
To the pulpit and he attacks people and he insults people. What manner of childishness? Let's take some more calls there, Bogey.
It's very, very unserious. We have a very unserious president. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Baka. This is Jay Ross.
Welcome.
Yeah, let me say happy Christmas to both of you, Kevin Costa and you. I just want to add to what our brother said, Noah Gibson. Even though some of us, we are not frontliner of welcoming Kevin Costa because of one or two reasons, our affiliation with, government in terms of working. Now that we unveil ourselves, we may be sacked and our family will suffer. But I can tell you that the momentum is very heavy. Let Costa try in a way possible to facilitate those guys to ensure that they are not nation because the euphoria associated with his arrival is very huge.
Thank you so much. Let's take this person from the WhatsApp number. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Bwaga. Good morning, Henry. This is Peter C. Todd Jr. from Minnesota. It's been a while. My new job portfolio can't afford me, but I want to chime in this morning. Thank you for the program. Every time Henry come on and talk about us Liberian, that he's not really mean in a derogatory way for him to say Liberian, we are the stupidest people ever. The 1% of us, some of us are that have small education. We saw on the airport the people, the picture that selfie that he took with the president of America. What does it preach to the people of Liberia that were flying all over, gathering around and putting it in the air? To show what? I don't know whether they're going to use it for campaign message. It's sad to see people glorifying just picture that he brought. That's the only thing he brought for achievement for us for 48 days in the desert.
Okay.
So I like that. 48 days in the desert. I like that. Let's take some more calls there.
Okay, let's take somebody again on the WhatsApp number. Good morning.
Morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm okay. Where am I joining us from?
It's Joseph Della. I'm calling from Canada.
Joseph Della, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Brother, when the snake running behind the straw, when the straw jump, it can be shooting the people. It can be people on the snake. But when the people sleep on the floor, what does it do? It walk and the snow will catch it. I will coming at the time of 4. The water finishing. Let us move. You call it me. They will not worry. Don't forget what coming.
They make them go drink more water.
What job? See you easy.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we take this other person. Good morning.
Yo, good morning, man. This is Joel Torres Soka calling from Delaware, United States of America.
Welcome.
Welcome. Petro, what's up, man? What's up? I begin. What's up?
Hey, Joel, what's up, my man? What's up? What's going on?
Super, my man. I dealt with them, man. You know, I would deal with them. You know, I'm scared. I'm taking prayer for you when you're around, but that's not an issue. I'm prepared for that. Let's go back to the soccer issue, man. You know, Petro, I really admire you, man. These days, you know, I see you discussing about soccer. You know, I admire you. That's good, man. That's good. To be real, Messi is the greatest player of all time, Costa. You can compare Pele with Messi. Messi break all the football record. All. I say one, I say all. So if you compare Messi right now or with the past players, compare Messi with somebody who can close or more than him. And you know, then we made a comparison. I'm not a Messi fan, neither a Ronaldo fan. But to be truthful, Messi, I see nobody, I see no football player right now or before that play football compared to Messi, Petro. But you know, I appreciate a discussion when it comes to the soccer development era. I love the game.
Thank you so much. Let's come back home and make way for a few callers here. Good morning. We still have much time to go. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. All right, that person isn't ready.
That person is not ready. Let's take another caller.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the contributions from our people this morning. You know, football makes with politics.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Pagai.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Pagai. My name is Tigres Mato. I'll call you on District 13. No, Pagai, the president arrived in our country yesterday after a long stay away. But one thing, you know, I tried to say to myself, when the president came yesterday, he went to Dominion Fellowship Center. I don't know how the other pastor, I don't know how can I classify him. Because this particular man, I don't know that favor he want to get from the president. He continues inviting the president, the serious president, to a church for the purpose of having money or whatever. You see, the president left our country 48 days. Can you imagine? He come without nothing. He's not telling us anything. The only thing he get to say is attacking the opposition. You see, we should be serious. We have serious president like Biren. So 2023, Joseph Nimon Boakai, they pape. The presidency is not for poor, it's for men and for older people with vision. So Joseph Nimon Boakai will be our next president and will take you on serious male footballer from this place. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Librarians are making a contribution. They are responding to what President Weah said yesterday.
Yeah, we want to get what more people have to say. Sinisha, you're welcome to call.
Yeah, let's take this person.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
Let's say good morning to Henry Petro Costa. Let me appreciate you guys this morning for the topic on the discussion. This is Bobby Abu Menska Akor from District 6 on SD Kobaru. Thank you very much. You see, today when it comes to the president gathering young people to go meeting on the airport, it is not strange. Since the senators of the government, this is why President Weah get involved. Always when coming down, the young people will be paid to assemble at the airport to meet him, so he can tell the world that the people still have love for him and the people still believe in him. Coming to the church and standing on a pulpit, getting a record statement, I lost respect in as a winger. A man of God who's supposed to tell the president it is wrong for giving your microphone to a president to to raise jabs at the opposition, to threaten people because I will not hear about your protest. No, it sounds so laughable. We need to be serious, and as the opposition, thank God that it's working. When petrochemical come at December 30, we will see 10% we are saying because we can protect, we will go through the justice system, we will get approved for his office. The time coming now for us to get approved for his office. He will tell us how the Constitution can function. This president doesn't understand the Constitution, so he needs to go and read about the Liberian Constitution. He has to understand the Constitution very well before standing on the pulpit and making a regular statement. Come December 30, when we mark the screen with him and Petro Costa, when we mark for Farmer, that's the time the president will know that the opposition are serious, and this president will be one thing president. He will never remain there.
Thank you so much for calling in. Let's go back to the US and take somebody from the WhatsApp number this morning. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Good morning, Bokai. This is Eventually. How are you? Good morning to all of you. I just wanted to make a remark on the ANC. The ANC really embarrassed themselves. Taking Louis Brown then to come be the face of your protest is like they must aware just go for Prince Johnson. How you will take people like Louis Brown there? It's like taking Prince Johnson and say, oh, we are suffering. The people that brought the suffering. Louis Brown there used to be beyond Taylor. All the boys they used to be in the soup with Samuel Tower, then all of them. And then Taylor went and gave them money that time, divide it. He was all beyond Taylor. And after that, Ellen came to power, Ellen washing up and put him as a minister, and from there she put him at the UN. And that's how he cool off. That you're not take you put in front, and you're so desperate. The other time again, you gave Prince Johnson $50,000 for his school. Somebody that killed people, a lot of people like that. And you want to be identified when people go talk, they say, you're on our side too. Shame on your man.
Thank you so much. Now we come back home and take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning. Where joining us from?
Good morning. This is Costa Pape. This is Costa Counselor. The Pape. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. I'm calling from Monrovia. The analysis Costa made concerning our president arrival, it's just in place. Can you imagine? The one that really beat my time is the people who call themselves cheering squad. You get a vuvuzela in the place to cheer. Nobody can hear the place, so it becomes so noisy to the extent that you can hardly hear the president's speech. So the people who cheer the president, whether he says this, he says that, are the main problem. It's not the president, we are himself. Because you're saying your president got master degree. If you say one big word, everybody say, whoa, clapping about it. It's laughable. It's very laughable. That's why Joe Biden said once upon a time that if you give boys men job, they will play with it, they will kick it around. This is the situation we're in now. But let us unite and pray for Costa safe arrival. Costa, your part is wishing for your safe arrival, and everything will be well by grace of God.
Amen. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. You know, Pafloma made a good point. Y'all said the man no boat. The man get master's degree. When the man you want be word, hey, but look at the simplicity of the people. One big word the man uses it. Sometimes in many cases he doesn't even use the word appropriately or does not even pronounce them the correct way. They can be clapping. Master degree man uses a word and you all there clapping again. Is that something to clap about? And all you do is that you tell a man, say, we ain't expecting him to know this thing, but the fact that he knows it, you know, sometimes somebody inadvertently and subliminally can be telling you, my man, when I expect you to know the one, yeah, I leave you know the one. You are insulting the man to be clapping when he uses a big word. That means you are so impressed. You are so impressed that he's using that big word. Jesus. Let's go take some calls here. Let's take some more calls here. December 30th. December 30th looks like it's going to be bigger than December 19th.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Your name is joining us from?
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. Your name is calling from? Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Your name is calling from? Okay, that person isn't ready yet. I don't know what's happening to your line, but you can place in your calls. We'll still take you. Let's take and this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Costa. Welcome. Timothy Smith calling from the Oro.
Welcome, Timothy.
Good morning.
You are live,
Morning,
Timothy.
morning, team. Welcome.
Yeah, Costa, I just want to tell you thank you, my man. We're waiting. And what I want to say is we have to address the election commission issue here. It's a serious matter. Senator Brown Latana, she needs to leave from that position. We don't trust her. And we need to look at the issue because election business is a serious business. At Costa, we're waiting for you. We're mobilizing. We're doing everything. December 30th, we're doing our horse campaign on the ground. Yeah, that's why you see we're not on Facebook so much. We're basically on the ground. We'll do everything. You are welcome. And everybody come on very peaceful. They will be very peaceful. We'll organize it. And the communists, the Liberian people, the communists are waste of time. When you come to the country with jealous heart, when you get jealousy for people that we get disgrace yourself, you have to watch up. More disgrace for him. We know we went through protest here. Protest not just joking thing. Liberian people don't protest. Don't envy Costa alone. Not because Costa, started protesting your envy, your party around their perform. You saw the protest? It made no sense. It made no sense. That jealousy carrying it so that what they're exposing themselves Costa, that jealousy carrying no money. We know, and they didn't even know us. But watch you sometimes, they know us. You know, just jump there, you don't feel like joining behind you. No. So we're telling you that we are prepared for December 30th, that will come up and we'll work on this your country. You're free to move around. You don't owe nobody nothing. We're waiting for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, team. Thank you very much. Let's take some more calls there. We got 12 more minutes to go, Boga. Let's take more calls there.
Don't take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Boga.
Welcome.
All right. My name is Josiah Smoke calling from the capital bypass. You know, Boga, when it comes to our understanding, some of us in Liberia or Liberians, our understanding far. When the almost 50 days the president stayed out of this place, nothing he got to tell us that he brought that we benefit from that travel. But then when you done wrong, and then you want to take that shit from your face, you have to say something for people to clap for you. And some of us, we don't celebrate pronouncement, we celebrate reality. So he came back telling you, in front of somebody he was saying, you ask somebody, when they ask what the president said, they can't explain to you. But they were there chatting. What there for me? What's for benefit? When the president went to our greater allies, he sat down with the president, taking selfie, watching football game, while our friend walking away, 150 minutes.
Sorry, folks. We lost the team. They're going to be back with us. I'm sure maybe switching power or something like that. They're going to be back with us shortly. Just stay tuned. Let me call them. Let me call George and find out what's going on. Okay, they're calling back.
To the Osa people, right? And then we get the charge. Okay. Like our bigger on our own radio say, when you're not doing that. You supposed to see me saying nothing?
All right.
You should be saying it? So, Waga, let me say thank you to Costa. So you come
Never know.
All right. You Waga, hey, Papa, man. Who can you got?
Oh, wait.
All right.
Thank you, all right. Thank you so 0770102. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, Papa.
Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
There is a people for you the last time, the man who get it, or the visionary payment. You know that I just want to cost that money.
Money.
you know, on busy citizen, someone came, they were putting more on me yesterday. They say, if I say, you say, you're supporting Costa, what is he doing for you? Now, I told you, I say, you're telling me what they gave you, when you're looking for food to eat, I'm looking at you. But I told you, I say, I promise me, I said, the day you come here, I will invite you, you will come here. You didn't here. When you come, you will see me.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. That takes another more call. 0770.
The job we are they supporting, what are you doing for them?
That's the idea I wanted to ask.
He who get the whole country.
Mm.
The whole country in a care. He's not doing nothing good with the country. Then they can be asking people what their own people they're supporting doing for them. See, these people not get they're not get seen.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Waga, and good morning to the next senator of Mosuralo County. This is the pre-birthday man. Tomorrow my birthday, Memorial Christmas Joseph. No, firstly, let me say this. Mr. Kama, the thing that we thank God for now, we, the masses, is to say our best to learn at the RIA to cause a serious Facebook calamity or Facebook accident on that day. No, Waga, the ANC wanted to pull something. And the president, the football president wanted to put something. But it is on a contrary, man. The giant, the real content giant, the real master hero will be inside on the chariot. And listen, my birthday starts tomorrow and end on December 30th. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Momo the Critical Johnson, for calling in. And you know, let's take a few more calls before we wrap up. I think I have some 15 minutes. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. How are you?
I'm okay. Your name, where joining us from?
I'm Lawrence Spencer. I'm in Johnson Township as usual. Waga. Let me say good morning to Costa.
Go ahead, Lawrence.
You know, I mean, I wanted to speak to some of the issues Costa raised this morning. For example, about the Yari. I mean, Henry, that defendant, the Yari was clearly on a man by a lot of factors. Okay, for example, the issue about government trying to target the Yari series or protest, and we found the people saying the whole thing wrong. We were saying that other people are doing protest. And the recent history of protest in this town, where people are there, clear job, people are there, I mean, to you have water, peaceful protesters. So the people were somehow afraid that they didn't have to get hurt. Okay? But for me, when I get some of the advice, I think it is something that we are looking to, that we should be mindful with people that are coming around. Every day of the morning I go missing, we not know the exact issue yet. So she said it as well, we was 20. So whatever amount I go missing, because I want to agree with you, and I mean, we should be careful. You know, I mean, what are the men that money men not? The men there for his money. So you cannot have people coming around, you know, the nation that they coming to make this man and his job. You know what the stuff there? Yeah, wait, but you see, but the men don't come in other money preference. So I agree with that. I mean, Mr. Fumin is supposed to take around him to know who all coming. Why the street we need support there? We need people to take an measure out there. But you cannot mind that against you to any kind of person that come around.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's take others. They are on the line too. Let's take Martina Konate.
Yeah, we got just a few minutes ago.
Welcome, Martina.
Okay, good morning, Baga. Good morning, the leader. Good morning to our many listeners. Martina Konate, Costa Princess, soon to be senator on the land this morning. Baga, I don't know how to classify situation, but a good tool. That will be honest. If everybody is smart in the country, here, then the country will be hard more than this. So people just have to be the foolish woman, like everybody will life out sometimes. And civilization have put in herself in her space. And I want to say this. Jowia, right now, Jowia looking at a boy in the community that will lie on himself and he not love to all the fun getting. But he knows deep down in heart. Even the post saw on him again to that again and I want him. Jowia looking. Jowia know because they take our taxpayer money yesterday to pay these people to go work on Jowia. Jowia know these days he pay people to cheer him out. So Jowia just want to make his opponent believe that the Liberia people still love him. But deep down, Jowia, Molu, all the people there over there, they know the process they pass through to get the people on board so they'll go. Don't make mistake in what I say here because I know that some people went there they love Jawia, but most of the people who were there yesterday they paid them before they even I get a reliable information that they gave them $500, and later they said when they come from the airport they will give their bala money, which they were in vain. By the end of the day, the people still went there. So we are paying people these days before they can go where the people don't want Jawia. My focus point here for 2023 just for us to hold together and see how we can secure our vote because Liberia are going to vote against Jawia. And to the 7% people, they just prove to us that their percentage has dropped to 5%. Because a whole political party that passing around causing noise, telling the people how Liberia people want. Let me say this. Kumi will need to prove a point. So his diaspora support us that yes, indeed, Liberia people want him. But unfortunately for him, you thought you could use us. So we still know you see we will use it or we get sent. No politician will get free ride on us anymore. So same when you prove to the people that his 7% has dropped to 5%. Because O'Reilly that for the Liberian people, you're not gonna put your picture on the t-shirt and you say it for the Liberian people. He wanted to promote himself, but unfortunately for him, we have learned our lesson.
Thank
so
you.
We have to
Thank you so much.
They won't put another one there. Thank you.
Thank you. I listened to Louis Brown this morning on my way to work, and he said this is not the end of their rally, meaning they will regroup, they will reorganize.
They will eat coming again. Hey man, the man will rewind. You know, Baga, when the BM men eat the junk, they got something called rewind. You can rewind the junk. Louis Brown won't rewind the junk comings again. Baga, what did man say?
They said they will re-strategize to come back stronger because the Liberian people have already accepted the message. The Liberian people are suffering and they came up in their numbers. They gone time, so they will not just stop it to Mosurado. They have to reach out to other counties to organize they with tired suffering. So, like Matthias said, my question I sent to the host of the show that he was appearing on was that if this rally was all about Liberian as you guys claim, why use Kumi's photo on a t-shirt that you are wearing? That's my question. And secondly, the lead messenger of this rally, is he still suffering, or what's his position now in the government or in Liberia? Because if he was accepted by WIA, but now he's not organizing such a rally. But he was unplayed by WIA. That's why he's now disenchanted. He has come out to the ANC and he's carrying on such a rally. So those are my questions. Why use Kumi's photo on the shirt that you claim?
You see why? So now some of you who did not understand why we ask our supporters to stay away from the Cummings rally, the evidence was clear. It was a political rally for Cummings. When you go to protest or rally for the Liberian people, then you put Cummings' picture and ANC logo on the t-shirts. Eh? Why would you do that? You say the protest is for the country, the rally is for the people. The people are tired of suffering. But all the people are not Cummings supporters. Then you put Cummings t-shirts on the people all over the place. Then you say we must accept it. So you see, that's why I told you to stay away, because I knew it. And they are so stupid, they proved me right. You put Cummings t-shirt on people and you say they are protesting against the hardship in the country. So what does Cummings' face have to do with the hardship in the country? Tell me now. What the face got to do with it? That Cummings the tire suffering against, or that Cummings the hardship, or that Cummings the solution to the hardship? They have no business putting his picture on the t-shirts. I said it to you over and over. I said, don't go to this so-called rally. It's a momentum booster for Ellis Cummings. What did they do? They proved me right. Our people stayed away. Oh, it was poor. It was so poor. But they've been causing us how we selfish, we narcissistic, We told the people not to go because we are not the one that called a rally. That the reason we told the people not to go. That's not why we told them not to go. We have supported so many protests in Liberia that we never called. We even provided money in some cases. When that ball got hurt from that Fix the Country protest, COP gave $300. I authorized it to be disbursed and sent to him for his medical expenses. We've done so many. We've supported people to protest. But this one we told you don't go because it was a promotion rally for Ellis Cummings. What a picture got to do with it? To my nephew Musa Keita. What Cummings picture got to do with it? Eh? Why you got to put Cummings picture on teacher for that your face will make a suffering stop in the country? You know, and Cummings exposed himself. How you will call me to say I'm from a different political party? Then you call a rally, you put your face on the t-shirt. Then you say, I can't join you to say you tired suffering. So you can take it and say, oh, my momentum strong. That's why I told my people, stay away from their thing. Because they were going to be bragging today. If we were going to be successful, they were going to say, you see, we are strong. Look how strong we are. You see how strong we are? We called the people came out. The people didn't go, it was bold. It was not about Liberia. It was about Ellis Cummings. So I want to thank my people for listening to me and for not attending that poll rally. Yes. Thank you so much. God bless you all and have yourselves a wonderful day.